What is the secret to learn Spanish? If you have struggled learning with dictionaries, with vocabulary, with grammar, maybe with some Spanish courses, maybe you travel to Latin America or even to Spain, let me please tell you, according to my linguistic experience, that it would be so much better for you just to start repeating, let's say, those 5 survival sentences. If you start with this day by day, saying that you accumulate your own survival vocabulary with simple expressions like, what is that in Spanish, like, ¿qué es eso? Or when you say, where am I? ¿Dónde estoy? Or if you say, help me, in Spanish is, ayúdeme. It's so much easier for your brain when you write those sentences down, when you repeat them, you pronounce them, and you do that over and over again. Because one of the secrets, and let me tell you please, the main secret to learn the language, and sorry here for the movement, is actually that you say, I am going to repeat this expression. I am going to write it down. And you know, when you repeat that like 5 times or 10 times, that is the only thing it takes for your brain. In the repetition, it's actually you follow, let's say, a neuronal path. You are connecting the synapses of the, let's say, brain procedure to form that particular sentence or that question or that expression. And then you will see that with this and your repetition, oral and written, above all written, your brain does the rest. It's simple as that. When people repeat in a language, they think, oh, maybe I don't get it that quick. No, no one does. You can see the example in kids. Children are the masters of the language, and actually they take, just for a single word, kind of 2 weeks. And you can see the conference of the guy that investigated this. Deb Roy, in the TED conferences, Technology, Entertainment, Design, he said that actually it took like 2 weeks for his son to learn just the word water. So imagine you as an adult or a young adult having to learn something with the so many distractions that we have and many of those applications that promise you to teach you the language in like a couple of weeks. There is nothing like this, believe me. I have been training and teaching languages and learning myself for the last 30 years. You can see that in my channel. And by the way, subscribe and resend this message so that everyone knows that there is no such a secret as not working. Yes, you do need to work. And the average for a person to obtain, let's say, a level B2, a decent level B2, is like 2 years of intensive work. It might be that out of many reasons, some people might get it in 1 year, within a year. Possible too. But when people tell you more and more often online that you might learn that in a quicker way, like I said before, in a couple of months, I have never seen such a thing like this. And it might be that some people out of, I would say, specific neuronal circumstances, maybe their linguistic intelligence, that they have the capacity to learn a little bit quicker. Even geniuses like the ones that I have encountered concerning the language. It will take you, I would say, in a specific amount of time and work. Let me repeat that. In a specific amount of time and work. When people tell you that you don't have to speak or write, they are lying to you. Sorry to say that out loud here, but you do need to work, because that is actually how your brain, like I said before, creates enough synapses that you are repeating so that you really remember all those expressions. And when you are struggling at the beginning, especially with the pronunciation in Spanish, which is, I would say, so much easier than English. Spanish is, as you have maybe heard once, that we have just 5 vowels. You say a, e, I, o, u, as an example. But in English, actually, they change more often. So the regular pattern in pronunciation is so much easier in Spanish, so you can start from there. Grammar at the beginning. Grammar at the beginner levels like A1 and A2 is never recommendable. But the practice, the writing, the selection of 5 expressions that you like, and even with the music or the songs that you like, you will learn so much more. And that is how you say, I like to select the music, I like to select the sentences, I like to write them down, I like to get maybe a friend I would say a reliable friend, one you can interchange a couple of sentences, and then you start going from there, because at the beginning, the advance in the language is very linear. But then, after you have accumulated, let's say, in a specific amount of vocabulary, it gets exponential, because your brain does that mental map for you. And that is why I tell you all the time, what you need is pure repetition, clear and simple. You'll repeat that at least 10 times every day, written, spoken, in all possible forms, pronouncing it yourself, recording your own voice, and then you will see what your brain is able to do with a little bit of work and patience. But it's actually not a little. It's a work. It's work. You would need to work. And then you would discover the secret. There is no such a secret, but work, dedication, and then, of course, the different circumstances of the language. What is today, I would say, friendly for the learner, or a little bit encouraging, that you have good music at your disposition, at your disposal, I would say, and then you have maybe some movies, some video clips in my channels, in my playlist. I have this for you. So that is the first message I like to share about learning, not just the Spanish, but any other language. Pure work, pure dedication, create a routine, be patient, and wait at least the first 3 months to see some results coming, because your brain needs that time. It's something natural. You can investigate online what is actually the amount that you need, and you will see what I'm talking about. Other things are just, in my opinion, and what I have seen and tested myself many times, pure propaganda, because you need time and work in here, and then you will see results. Thanks for your time and your attention, and remember, the more you enjoy, the better you get, the more you dedicate, the better results you will obtain. Thank you very much for your time and your attention. Remember to subscribe to my channel and resend that to your friends if you think that they need to listen to this message. Thank you. Gracias.